I feel like at this point my channel brand is just me being in outfits that are incredibly inappropriate for tropical weather and complaining about it. So I am going to steam to death today, as I've done in almost all of my videos in the past. So here we have the second episode of the Fitness Transformation Diaries. I hope I find a better name for this series, but for now, that's it. I hope y'all enjoy it. Here I talk about how I plan my workouts and how my first month consistently working out went. Thus far, the way I've gone about planning my workouts has been fairly simple. I've been doing a split that is legs, arms, rest, cardio, rest, arms, legs. That is a mouthful. I picked one skill goal for the month and I put it all on this really big calendar, which I can't show because it is a calendar that was gifted to us by a local septic tank emptying company. And you know, I didn't know they had big calendars, but thank you, septic tank emptying company, for giving me this insanely large calendar. I'll show the back of it so you guys get an idea. I've never had a calendar this big. The calendar is great because it is lined, so if I want to, I can write what warm-up I want to do on a specific day, and also obviously the workout I'm gonna do, and if I'm gonna do any skill training, I'll write out what I have to do for that. Overall, I would highly recommend a lined calendar for planning out your workouts. In terms of the workouts that I've actually been doing, I've been doing Natasha Ocean's Move workouts, but I've been modifying them so that they are primarily body weight based. And that is mainly because I'm trying to get better at the big calisthenics 4, which are pull-ups, push-ups, dips, and squats. Hopefully that'll give me a strong foundation to build my calisthenic skills off of. My goal for the first month was to get better at my L-sit. I could hold an L-sit for a pretty long period of time, but if you look at the footage, my back was really curved and it wasn't really proper L-sit form. Initially, I started training by just going into the L-sit 5 times for around 20 seconds, but that just strengthened my poor form. So eventually I took it down a notch and switched to doing tucked L-sit. Not even really tucked L-sit. I started with my toes on the ground and worked on making sure that my chest was up, my arms were locked out, and my spine was tucked so that there was none of that nasty curvature that was in my previous L-sit form. Even in the tucked L-sit, I felt like my shoulders would start to go forward. Like my scapula weren't strong enough to retract and keep my chest up while I was doing an L-sit. To be honest, this happened to a lot of moves that I thought were fairly easy. I just ended up having to go back to basics, like that one show with Ina Garten. For cardio, I also tried to have a faster running time because I am a sloth when it comes to cardio. And this first month was crucial to pinpointing things that I really need to get better at so that I can progress. So in my first month, I realized that usually my left side lags behind my right side quite a bit. I already knew this, but now I'm trying to make a more conscious effort to activate my left side. I'm most focusing on my left tricep and left quad because I feel like those are the hardest muscles for me to activate. I also noticed that my right Achilles tendon kind of hurts when I run, so I'm gonna keep an eye on that. Next month, I want to start working on my shoulder mobility because right now it is pretty darn poor. And possibly start reincorporating foam rolling and light stretching into my routine, since I do feel like my knees have improved quite a bit. I'm also trying to up my protein and get into a slight caloric surplus to encourage muscle growth and strength gain. In this first month, my posture got insanely better, and I feel like the tenseness in my neck died down quite a bit. In that first month, I started to feel a lot stronger, although the month was more irregular than I would have liked because I did have some digestive issues towards the end, which kept me from training for about a week or so. So I did take some time off in the actual month. But overall, this first month was not bad. Hello, it is voiceover Valeria. I'm coming to you from the comfort of my sister's closet. We love the closet on this channel. So here I present to you my baseline. My baseline are just the first clips I filmed of me doing important exercises. They might be the first times I did them since restarting my fitness journey, or they might just be the first times I caught them on film. They might have been taken at the start of my workout or in the middle of it, so I might have more or less energy, so really not the most trustworthy source of material to compare myself to in the coming months. I might try and do a full body workout one day just for the purpose of recording a proper baseline to compare myself to, but for now, this is what we've got. In the first month, although I did feel stronger, I didn't see that much progress, simply because I was just testing the waters in the first month and trying to build a good base for myself. Also, since it was the first time I was getting back into push-ups and whatnot, I was kind of half-repping, but I didn't realize till later when I actually got the strength to do full range of motion push-ups. I was also figuring out how to work with angles and decide how to film since I hadn't ever filmed in these setups before. I was scared of missing something important, so I ended up filming a lot more than I probably should have, and I'm working towards not recording as much in the coming months because if not, my iPad storage is just gonna die. In the first month, my calluses from hanging on bars started to form. I felt an odd sense of pride from them, even though sometimes they hurt like a bitch. Here have me struggling with the highest resistance possible dips and chair dips, so that y'all can observe how lacking in shoulder mobility I really was. Something to note about this first month is that I primarily worked on compound movements, and by the time I got to the accessory movements and workouts, my muscles were pooped. At that point, it was difficult for me to even do weighted arm exercises with as little as 3 pounds. This first month was humbling, but much needed. In general, these past months of my fitness journey have taught me a lot and have been beneficial to my ability of just being content with the journey and not being so preoccupied with where any of this will take me. So that's about it for my baseline. Back to regular me. I hope you guys have a great day and you enjoyed this video. If you liked this video, drop a like down below. If you really liked and you would like to see more where this came from, then click that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, and also, I almost forgot, comment if your heart so desires. Bye. Sasha Ocean's move workouts. But okay, in turn